What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH, a hot mess. Everything about this was a mess, but I'm here for all of it. This was good. Like, I am happy Ava finally knows that Nicholas slept with Esme. I am happy. Because Esme was about to tell it all. She was like, you know what? You want to do this? Let's do it. I'll tell you anything. But Nicholas tried to come up, try and act like he hard. Stop it. Oh, you don't want to do this. You don't want to make me an enemy. Nicholas, ain't nobody scared of you. You been acting like a punk ass ever since it started. You let a little high school graduate seduce you. You let her manipulate you. You let her play you. And now you want to act like you're somebody to be afraid of? No, sit down. Sit down. You ain't nobody to be scared of. Have a seat. Um, so Esme just walked off or whatever, and Ava was like, "So there's a secret. I want to know what the secret is." So they go somewhere in private, and Nicholas told me I made a mistake. And you know Ava, when she get mad, she snap on you. She was like, "What mistake?" Ava be going sick. Ava don't want to hear none of that foo foo that you about to start talking. Oh, it's a mistake. I'm sorry. She don't want to hear. She don't want to hear none of that. Get to the point. What was the mistake that you made? So he told her that he slept with her and stuff like that. um Ava let him have it. She was just like, this whole time I'm thinking that she was like, I'm thinking I married a man. She was like, I married a weakling. You know what I'm saying? A coward. Because she was like, that's all you do is run away from your problems. Like, Ava was giving him the business. And I'm telling you, every time Ava gives a person that look, like when she gets that look in her eye, it's in your best interest to get the hell out of there and skedaddle. Because he tried to touch her and stuff. Ava backed up. She said, listen, don't touch me. She said, you ain't never got to worry about touching me again. When a female, I love that shit. When a female tells you that you ain't never got to worry about touching me again, you listen, back the hell up because she about to burn your shit. I'm just saying. Like, when they mad like that, they about to bleach your clothes, burn your car, fuck up your credit. They Ava was looking at him, and I'm telling you, Nicholas is really about to see the devil in her. Like, she's really about to show him, like, she's the devil. Because she was not playing with him. And she literally told him, she was like, I'm about to burn your shit to the ground. She said, I'm about to burn your whole life to the fucking ground. And I loved it. I loved every second. It's what Nicholas deserves. He's an idiot. Like, you got played by this girl. Like, out of everybody that you dealt with in life, way bigger, way badder than her. And this is who you get played by? And he tried to put all the blame on Esme. Oh, she did all this. Oh, she manipulated. She did. Nicholas, shut up. You're a grown ass man. You got played. Own it and be quiet. You got played. And now you got a pissed off wife who's about to fuck your shit up. She's about to mess your life up. You ain't got nobody to blame but you. And now he wants to sit here and vow that he's going to fight for his wife and fight for his marriage. Listen, you just need to hire extra security and make sure she don't put a bullet in your ass. That's all you need to make sure. I loved it though when Ava went back to Windermere and stuff like that, and she saw Esme there packing up her stuff. She was like, "Oh," she said, "You conniving." She looked at her. She was like, "Oh, you conniving little whore." I cannot wait. I want to see Ava slap the shit out of Esme. Esme got it coming. She really does. Esme got it coming to her. I hope she beat the brakes off that girl. Um. So anyway, moving on from that, Mac pretty much put it out there to Dante. He was like, "Listen, when I retire as chief of detectives, Mac wants Dante to take over that role as chief of detectives." But Dante didn't really give that no thought though. Like, he was like, he never really thought that far ahead as far as his career go. But I think Dante should. I can understand if Dante loves being a detective and stuff like that, because some people love where they are in their career. They don't want to go no higher or no further than that. Because I kind of get it. He probably thinking like, he ain't thought about being chief of detectives or commissioner one day, because all of that stuff is like politics at that point. Like, once you move up the ladder, it's all paperwork. It's all bureaucracy. It's all political. It's just a lot of red tape there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to meet with the mayor. You got to deal with all that stuff. Good thing the mayor is his former mother-in-law. But, it's just a lot that some people don't want to take on. So I could kind of understand why Dante was like, yeah, we'll see. He's not closing the door on it, but it's not something that he's really giving serious thought to. But I hope he does though, because I think Dante, it's time for him to move up. Just my opinion. I feel like, why not? Move up the world, move up the ladder. The only thing he ain't moving up in apparently is his relationship with Sam. Because as soon as he mentioned moving in, Sam said, Sam said, "Nah, brother, pump your brakes." She said, "We're not gonna do this." I mean, shit, they've been dating for about a year now, close to it, for about a year, and I can understand why Dante is ready to move in. Their kids get along great. They're always with each other. Either she be at his place or he be at her place, and he just feels like, why not take that next step? But I also get where Sam coming from. She feels like, she's happy where they are. She's happy with the status of their relationship. She doesn't see the point in, taking those steps. Like, she's happy where they are, without the commitment, that big commitment. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I get where both of them are coming from, but I totally get where Dante's coming from. At their age, they're like early 40, late 30. So at their age, Dante's that type of person. He's not dating just to date. Like, he's dating because he wants it to go somewhere. Like moving in, marriage, blending the families together, that type of stuff. He's not dating just 20 years from now just to say, oh, this is my girl. Not saying that they're going to be together 20 years from now, because that, it's daytime. That shit don't really happen like that. Well, it does, but it depends on who, because they had some relationships on the show that did last a long time. But yeah, I mean, not everybody want to get in their 50s and 60s still calling somebody their girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, a special lady friend or some bullshit like that. Like, no. You want to say, this my husband, this my wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't talking about that little street marriage where you say, oh, that's my husband, that's my wife, but y'all ain't got no rings and y'all ain't got no paperwork. Not that foolishness. I'm talking about legally. So I get where Dante coming from. I mean, at least Sam says she'll take it under, consideration. Like, she'll think about it. And my thing is, if Sam say no to it, it is what it is. I think that they should just continue to see each other and see where it goes. She might change her mind. You never know. But after a while, though, she, if Dante's still persistent on it, then I think she should really think about that. Because, like I said, I mean, people are dating just to date. They're dating with a purpose, because they want to go somewhere. So anyway, moving on from that, Brando and Sasha are at the hospital for her first therapy session and whatnot. And here come Michael and Willow. Annoying my soul. Here they come up. Oh, we got big news. Michael, don't nobody care about your pregnancy. Like, nobody gives a shit, dog. We don't care about y'all little baby bump. She ain't even got no baby bump yet. But we don't care about y'all pregnancy. Like, I just don't. Sasha already knew about it. My thing is, who cares? Y'all pregnant, good for you. Go on to your little appointment and let this girl go to her therapy session so she can get the help that she so desperately needs. And y'all go kumbaya somewhere else. Move your ass along. So Willow was talking to TJ or whatever, and she pretty much confirmed to TJ, like, listen, don't tell Michael about the other test results. Just keep it about the baby or whatever. Don't tell him nothing about the extra stuff, because she doesn't really know what she's dealing with yet, and she don't want to alarm him until she knows. So I get it. And her and Sasha were having a conversation because she wanted to know how Sasha already knew about the baby. So Sasha was like, she overheard it from the nursing staff and stuff like that the day that, Willow fainted. Sasha is pretty much over Brando at this point, being all hovering and stuff, because she told him to go. He didn't want to leave. He wanted to at least wait around until her session was over. But she was like, I'm not going to break. Like, I'm not glass. I'm not going to break. Like, you can go. She was like, it annoys her that he's hovering. But, he just being, a supportive husband, looking out for her and stuff like that. And I don't blame him, for hovering. Because last time he, let her do her, you were getting strung out on pills again and not telling him. So I can understand why he's hovering around. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you lie to somebody, of course it's hard for them to fully trust what you're saying or believe what you're saying. I can't blame him. I can't, And he pretty much went to Sonny about it, and, Sonny just told him, like, just continue to be there. You know what I'm saying? Don't let up. Show her that you're there, whether she wants you to be there all the time or not. Keep showing up. You know what I'm saying? I agree. That's all you can do. Dante was over there talking to Felty and stuff like that, asking him what happened to him or whatever, and this fool gonna sit here, oh, I was mugged. Dante ain't believe that bullshit. He said, first of all, you still got your phone, you still got your money. How were you mugged? He said, why don't you tell me the truth about who really did this? And of course, Felty not gonna tell him. But then Smokes show his little smarmy ass up to the hospital when he saw Willow and Sasha. Smokes and Felty are really getting on my nerves. Like, they worse than TMZ. I'm just saying, like, TMZ being your ass, but not like this. Like, good lord. You talk about ambulance chasing. God. They worse than an ambulance chasing ass attorney. Like, y'all do anything for a scoop. Good lord, I'll give you a scoop of ice cream and a kick in the ass if you don't go sit down. Like, all up in this girl face all the time. Like, leave her alone. Like, y'all saw her have a huge meltdown on TV. You see that she's not coping. She recently lost a child. Why are y'all still in this girl face like this? Like, that's borderline harassment. That's pretty much what Willow told them. She was like, listen, I'm about to get Diane on y'all ass because a lawsuit need to happen, something, because y'all need to go sit down. Smoke's coming up talking about something, oh, are you forgiving her for mowing down your mother and stuff like that? I'm like, Smokes, go sit the hell down. That shit was an accident. And now Felty pretty much telling Smokes, oh, what if I give you a story on how what if Sasha was high when she ran Harmony over? Felty, you just got your ass beat by Sonny and Dex. Like, they threw you down some steps. And you still trying to come at Sasha like this? You must not have, like, you would think a good ass whooping would do the trick. But I guess you want to be in the Pine Barrens. So, that's duly noted. Like, he need to go sit down somewhere. I'm so over them. Like, these reporters are trash. Like, I'm just saying, like, they ain't got no heart. And, that's coming from me. And sometimes I could be cold-blooded, but damn, not that much. Even I have my limits. That shit was just foolish. And Dex sitting over here still playing double agent, telling Sonny, oh, that what we did to Felty, that gave me a rush, and, I'm willing to do more of that type of stuff. I'm like, Sonny, open your eyes to him. Open your eyes, Sonny. Because Sonny always said, to be in the mob business, you got to learn how to read people. So I'm like, Sonny, learn how to read him. He's too eager. Anybody that's too eager, you should not really trust. Because why he's so eager to get his hands dirty or do shit for you? Like, he's hot-headed. And I'm surprised Sonny's not paying this no attention. Maybe he is and he's just not showing it, but you would think he would, read the room. Because Brando never trusted him. Since day one of meeting him, Brando never trusted him. And then Michael and Dex were meeting up on the stairwell or whatever because he wanted an update from Dex about what's going on with Sonny. And Dex pretty much was like, listen, Sonny, you got him right where you want him. You know what I'm saying? Because Michael wants Dex to get as much dirt on Sonny as humanly possible. He wants him to, like, literally know everything that Jason knew about Sonny. Because Jason, when he was around, he knew where all the bodies were buried. And that's what Michael wants. He wants Dex to know everything about Sonny so they can use it against him. And of course, Brando popped up on the stairwell and seen them talking, and he was wondering what the hell was going on between the two. Brando not stupid. I feel like Brando's going to bring that shit to Sonny's attention at some point. He needs to, because Michael's sitting over here thinking he playing Mr. Big Bad, but I'm like, sir, you are playing a dangerous game. I'm just saying, you are not playing this right. I mean, so far, you doing your thing, but it could have some consequences. So anyway, moving on from that. Spencer, I mean, his plan so far, it was working. I mean, it had Esme on the ropes, but after she done talked to Ryan and stuff like that, she's adamant that she's not going to do things Spencer's way. So that threw up a little roadblock. But at this point, I don't really think he needs her to testify to exonerate Trina. I don't think, at this point, you don't really need it. Because they've proved enough reasonable doubt to where Trina's innocent. And they proved that. Throughout all the testimony and all that stuff, they pretty much proved it. And when they got Esme on the stand, Diane chewed Esme the fuck up on that stand. She chewed her up. She was like, so this getaway trip, that was all your idea, correct? She said yes. She said the drinking game, that was all your idea, correct? She said yes. She was chewing her ass up. She was like, Spencer pretty much pointed out that there was a time where you went missing for a little second. And she couldn't deny it. She definitely couldn't deny that. And then Diane played that little game. She was like, so is it true that you're, like, jealous of Spencer's friends and stuff? Like, did they embrace you when they met you and things? And Esme admitted that Spencer's friends were hostile towards her since day one. They never liked her. So Diane just chewed her up. Diane chewed her up, spit her out, chewed her back up again. The judge had no choice but to call a recess on that. Um, Her next move was gonna be to put Trina on the stand. But then that's when Spencer popped up and was like, you know what, let me fix this. He said, let me take the stand and testify. And he pretty much filled Diane in on the whole cemetery stuff. And Diane was like, listen, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but this might not exonerate Trina, but at the same time, it might hurt you. And Spencer didn't care. Like, if he had to throw himself under the bus, he was willing to do that at this point because his plan to get Esme to exonerate Trina didn't work. So he said, listen, now I got to throw myself under the bus. I respect it. I do. Because he pulling out all the stops to help this girl. So I totally respect that. You know, you cleaning up this mess that you had a hand in. So Diane put him on the stand and stuff. She said, fine, I'll put you on the stand. You know, if that's what you want to do. You know, if you feel like that's going to help. I think it will. I think it will. Because I think it needed to come out. Because I believe even Trina was thinking about doing it. When Diane was initially going to put her in the witness stand, Trina was initially going to tell it. Because you got to. Any little information can help at this point. Diane's been doing her thing in this courtroom. So that information, I think, is another piece, another layer to help get that girl exonerated. So Spencer got to throw himself under, throw his ass under. You know, you got to do what you got to do. So pretty much, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought about it. And I will see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.